Picture a world where a simple cut can turn deadly. A minor infection can be the difference between life and death. Childbirth or even basic illness will become a dance between survival and tragedy. A world where mortality rates are beyond imagination and life expectancy is nothing more than a dream. Can you imagine living in a world like that? I really don't think I would like to live in a world like that. Most preppers focus on food, ammo, bug out, bug in, garden, animals, but they leave this key element that is antibiotics and medicine. I know, this is one of those videos that people are going to find very boring, but this is one of those videos that potentially can save your life. I don't know how many times when I was living in Cuba, we hold so dearly for antibiotics. I mean, we literally put them away. Penicillin was the predominant one in Cuba. We put it away for a emergency as this person is not getting any better, not better at all, because it has an infection, an ear infection that is not getting any better, and it may lose their hearing because they develop an infection in their lungs, and we have to give them antibiotics, and there was nothing. So that person with that little bottle and those few pills save a lot of life. So as I mentioned, antibiotics, where I come from, hold their weight in gold. And during an SHTF, and after an SHTF, and after a collapse, antibiotics and medicine will be gold. So imagine now that you have a general infection and you can't cure it. Antibiotics is your go-to. Nowadays, you can go and buy antibiotics. Jay's Medical is one of those companies that sells antibiotics, and we are affiliated with it. One of the very few companies that we are affiliated with it. We have them. We have used it. It works. So this is my advice to everyone. Get it now when you can, because it is crucial for you to have it now than not then. Then you may not be able to get it. Imagine that you have a tooth infection. Have you ever had a tooth infection and you don't have dentists? So you have an access now in your tooth. Without antibiotics, you ain't gonna get no better. You're gonna suffer. You're probably gonna lose the tooth. The infection can spread all over your mouth. You can lose half of your face. It happens. Well, when you having antibiotics, that's a different story. I want you to consider, say for example, that your wife, your daughter, your granddaughter, your niece, your auntie is giving birth, and there have been complications in that birth, and that person needs antibiotics because the mom developed an infection and you ain't got none. What now? The likelihoods of that person surviving are minuscule, but if you have the antibiotics and the right medication, you're good. You see what I'm saying? You get a cut, and this is the most simple one that every prepper says. You get a cut, and a cut can cost your life. Yes, that cut gets infected, and there are two things that can happen here. Either that area gets amputated, aka let's say that your arm gets amputated, your leg, your finger, whatever it is, gets amputated, or you die from the infection. Have you ever read how bad the mortality rate used to be 100 years ago? Prior to the invention of penicillin, I think it was in 1928, if my memory serves me right. So, what do you think is going to be during an SHTF, after an SHTF? The mortality rate is going to skyrocket. Life expectancy is going to be mid-30s. If you reach 40, gosh, you made it. So we have the ability now to get antibiotics. Get them. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to tell you to buy something because we are affiliated. No, this is serious. I'm telling you, this is serious. This is something extremely, extremely serious. And people take it for granted all the time. Now, you will have people saying, go get fish antibiotics. Go get with a veterinarian. Go online to online pet supplies. There's no reason for it. There is no reason for it. You have a legit company telling you this is what we have for you, and we will mail it to your house now. And it comes with a little book. It shows you how to use it and whatnot. I'm telling you this because I have it. I have it, and I get so upset every time that I hear this people telling you to do something that there is something better out there and safer for you. It really does aggravate me. So bear that in mind. Antibiotics is one of those things that I encourage everybody to get now. Don't leave it for tomorrow. Tomorrow you ain't got no time tomorrow. Today is when you're supposed to be doing it. Pain reducers, aspirin, Aleve, ibuprofen, whatever it is. Get as much as you can today. Aspirin, for example, is a blood thinner. If you have heart problems, your doctor probably told you, hey, get into an aspirin regimen. Let me know in the comment section below whether or not some people up here in this community are in an aspirin regimen because your doctor told you so. Same thing with allergies and perhaps asthma. If you have, like me, who has severe allergies, you need to have as much Benadryl put away as possible. If you have asthma, do you have your inhalers? If you don't have it, make sure to have them, because let me put it like this. Those can be, at least asthma, can be one of those things that it can claim your life. The same goes with insulin. If you are diabetic, make sure that you have insulin. Without it, you're just not gonna make it. Plain and simple. Now, there are natural medicines out there. Garlic, honey, there are others out there. I encourage you to do your own research. You need to find out what is good for you. What is a natural antibacterial? Do your research. What is a natural remedy to heal wounds? Do your research. What boosts your immune system? Again, do your research. Listen, this is not just one way or the other. This has to be a combination. But I will say now that natural medicine, you have a more leeway to get it incorporated into your preps. Antibiotics, medicine, let me put it like this. Once the system collapses, that's it. So you don't have time tomorrow. Get it done today. It is extremely important that you get it done as soon as possible. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You know what's going on right now, but you don't know what's happening tomorrow. Let me make things really clear. Weapons and food will not save you if an infection takes you out. So take care of your antibiotics, essential meds, and first aid gear. It will keep you alive when hospitals are gone. Get your antibiotics before you need them. Stockpile critical over-the-counter meds. Learn alternative medicines in case supplies run out. Build a real medical kit, more than just band-aids. SHTF is not just about bullets and beans. It's about staying healthy long after the crisis starts. With that being said, I hope you have a great one. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.